Welcome to the 2020 Integritas Wealth Partners Annual Client Meeting, which as you can see is being held virtually. The plan for our annual client event this year was to be the biggest and best yet. We had hoped to be able to provide you with this update in person, as a thank you to clients and friends of Integritas Wealth Partners for your ongoing support, to inform you of what we have been doing over the last year, and to provide some entertainment and refreshments when you had had enough of listening to us. At the time we were arranging this event, finding a venue, booking entertainment and our guest speakers, no one could have imagined what lay ahead.
China's coronavirus continues to spread. Authorities are saying the outbreak could peak.
2 patients in England have tested positive for coronavirus.
The whole world needs to be on alert now. The whole world needs to take action.
We are in a position to take the steps that will be necessary.
After schools shut their gates on Friday afternoon, they will remain closed until further notice.
Coronavirus continues to take its toll on families across the UK.
From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home.
We will be with our friends again. We will be with our families again. We will meet again.
Like I'm sure many of you, we've been running our business from dining room tables, spare bedrooms, home offices and temporary homeschool classrooms. Although we know some, if not many, have not been so fortunate and faced hardship through being unable to work in this induced coma of our economy during lockdown. However, in the words of John F. Kennedy, in a crisis be aware of the danger, but recognise the opportunity. And this environment has provided an opportunity for a time of reflection, for a change of behaviours, and for a change in the ways of working. From this opportunity, Integritas will only be looking forward, not backward, as we look to embrace the changes we are experiencing. In the last year, Integritas has grown through the appointment of Sean McCrum to join the senior management team of myself, Paul Orker, and Nadej O'Connor as senior wealth partner. We've also expanded our investment offering, complementing our exclusive arrangement with St James Place in Jersey with discretionary portfolio management solutions from leading investment houses. We continue to offer investment, protection and retirement planning to individuals, families, trustees and businesses with an holistic approach to our clients' wealth and a global outlook. Our vision is to provide peace of mind in an uncertain world so our clients can feel safe and secure for their financial future. To do this, we work hard to try to understand what our clients value most. We believe our clients want to work with us as a collaborative process of managing their wealth, with a goals-based approach that is personal to the individual and their family or their business's needs, and delivered in a convenient and secure manner using up-to-date technology, forming a true partnership. To talk us through this approach is Senior Wealth Partner Sean McCrum.
As people live longer and longer, financial planning is more important than ever. This is how we map your financial future for a lifetime that could last 100 years. Integritas Wealth Partners, we know that everyone's financial journey is different, following its own unique route according to choices, achievements and unexpected events. So our approach to financial and investment planning is based on individual goals. To understand these goals and provide peace of mind, we work with you in 3 phases: plan, design and review. Let's look at them in turn. First, plan. We provide tailored face-to-face financial planning. Our team are among the industry's highest qualified advisors. Your partner works with you in a long-term relationship, guiding your journey over the course of many years. We start with a full review of your situation, your financial goals and objectives, and the type of investing you're likely to prefer, balancing income and outgoings in the early years and building up funds for later on. As we live longer, planning for 100-year lifetimes is crucial, and starting to save too late means you could run out of money too soon. For a long retirement, to help navigate this, we explore your goals in detail and draw a financial route map of your family's course to your chosen destination, including your parents, and counting all the assets you'll need. Using this route map, your partner steers the creation of your individual financial plan, incorporating investment solutions from our investment partners. The next stage is design, where your partner combines different elements of our investment proposition and a solution tailored to you, taking into account risk, timeframes, and your personal preferences. We offer a range of portfolios across a selection of risk profiles, holding the right blend of investments to help achieve our clients' different objectives, working with some of the world's best investment managers and delivering a detailed investment proposition to your financial plan. The final element of our approach is review, where your partner uses sophisticated tools and resources to check your direction and progress. Like a personal financial sat-nav, adjusting your route map in the face of change, acting as a financial life coach to avoid emotional reactions in uncertain markets, and being available to help you deal with surprises. This rolling review process checks you stay on track and that we're providing transparent reporting tailored to you and clear value for money. At Integritas Wealth Partners, we aim to consistently grow and protect your wealth over the long term to help you meet your goals while leaving a lasting positive impact on the world we live in.
This approach helps us plan, grow and protect the financial future of our clients through long-term relationships. And this is underpinned by sound advice from experienced and qualified professionals. We are committed to our continuous professional development across the firm to maintain our levels of competency and expertise in an ever-changing environment. In the last year, Senior Wealth Partner Paul Alker has achieved Chartered Financial Planner status, widely accepted as the gold standard for financial planners. Here is Paul to talk us through what it means to be chartered.
Thanks, Ed, and welcome everyone to my remote office. Well, along with my colleagues, Ed Loader and Sean McCrum, we're all highly experienced and qualified individuals. As the Education Officer on the local regional committee for the Personal Finance Society, I regularly attend UK conferences, and I came to see that the direction of travel for financial advisors is definitely to achieve the Chartered Insurance Institute's Chartered Financial Planner status. So I've been very fortunate to understand the importance of self-development. I can assure you that I'm not an academic, as I find the whole learning process very tough. I recall sitting at home in the early morning, trawling through specific chapters of the UK pensions legislation and wondering, why am I doing this to myself? The experience, however, has helped me and my clients in a variety of ways. Well, it's incredibly important to me, our business and our clients. Personally, I feel empowered that I've achieved one of the highest qualifications in the industry. Being chartered as a mark of professional excellence and technical expertise, it's seen as the gold standard in our profession. And I see it as fundamental to the level of advice that I can give my clients. It provides my clients with added security, trust and peace of mind that they are being supported and serviced by a committed and proven professional who has to maintain and sometimes exceed the standards by virtue of holding that level of qualification. Well, firstly, it differentiates us from the mass market. I found that having this status has definitely attracted more complex, larger cases and clients to our business. It's helped me with introductions from equivalent professions, such as professional trustees, lawyers, and accountants, who understand themselves why they would want their clients to deal with appropriately qualified people. I'm not sure whether all the general public are fully aware of what this means yet, but the good news is that this is changing as both consumers and other professionals are looking to work with those at the top of their profession in what most cases would be for their life savings. I think it will also help us when looking for new staff and acquisition. Becoming chartered was hard work, both intellectually and in terms of time spent studying, and the support provided by my colleagues and family has been second to none, and I thank them. Since becoming chartered, I know that I hold the gold standard qualification, and this gives me greater confidence with clients, as well as giving clients greater confidence in me. In short, it was a very difficult journey, but very much well worth it. Thank you very much for listening to me, and be well. And I'll finish with a very short quote from Malcolm X that really resonates with me, in that education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Thank you very much.
What we have discussed so far outlines our commitment to improve the financial well-being and often happiness of our clients through long-term trusted relationships. While we consider our clients as partners in managing their wealth, we also partner with leading investment houses, trustees, pension and insurance providers, and are privileged to have an exclusive relationship with St James's Place Wealth Management here in Jersey. St James's Place are the UK's largest wealth manager by assets under management and FTSE 100 listed. This arrangement provides us with access to whole-of-market investment solutions across geographies, styles and sectors, and also provides us with a huge array of tax and technical support, which helps ensure we are providing the best and most up-to-date advice, as you would expect from a blue-chip wealth management firm with over £100 billion under management. It is at times of uncertainty such as these that our clients are truly benefiting from this market-leading support and resource. Now, those of you that attended last year's annual client event will have met and heard from Chris Ralph, Chief Global Strategist of St James's Place, a highly knowledgeable, experienced and extremely well-respected figure in the investments world. Chris was due to join us again this year, but has recorded this message for us to share with you.
Hello, my name's Chris Ralph, Chief Global Strategist at St James's Place. Ed Loader and the team at Integritas Wealth Management asked me to record a short video giving some observations on markets, particularly as I'm unable to travel to Jersey this year to attend his annual client meeting. So what's the question that I'm being most asked by clients at the current time? I think it's this: why, if the economic data is so bad, do markets seem to be pushing ahead so quickly? Should we not expect a pullback in markets from here? Now, I think that's actually very difficult to tell, because there is what I call a push me pull you effect going on in markets. They're being pushed higher for two reasons. Firstly, that the data on coronavirus is definitely getting better. We're seeing economies open up in the West and in the United States, and there doesn't seem to be a rise in infection rates from that. This is clearly very good news. The second part to that is that governments and central banks around the world have provided extraordinary levels of stimulus. The word that's been used a lot is unprecedented. And because this has also come from governments in the form of fiscal stimulus, this is very considerably more than happened at the time of the global financial crisis in 2007-9. And therefore, if there is concern about economies, there is a belief in markets that the central banks and governments will be there to support them. So the bit that's pulling markets potentially back down is the fact that the economic news is really, really grim. Most data points that we're getting show a very serious and substantial setback in the global economy. Nevertheless, we are starting to see some pickup in data points as I record this at the end of May. Having said that, unemployment levels in the UK and the US are going to reach levels that we haven't seen since the 30s depression. And company profitability is being seriously harmed, particularly in the service parts of the economy, which make up the biggest parts of the US and the UK economies, something about 70%, for example, where it seems unlikely that companies and businesses are going to be able to get back to normal levels of trading anytime soon. But despite that, I think what's happening is that markets are looking forward to 2021 already and saying, yes, there will be a hole in revenues during this year, but actually things will get back to some form of normality going forward. I hope that's helpful. I'm sorry I can't join you for this year's conference, but I look forward to being back again there soon. Thanks.
We are also finding an increased importance for our clients in investing with a purpose, balancing the requirement for investment performance with using wealth as a force for good. Integrating environmental, social and governance procedures is an integral part of selecting our investment partners. Here is Rob Gardner, Investment Director of St James's Place, to describe what impact our wealth can have on the world.
There's no doubt as we look to the future that capitalism needs to become more purposeful. It needs to really think about its impact, not just being about the extraction of value for the creation of profit, but think about its impact on the planet and in the environment. And at the highest level, that's climate change. Now, the amazing thing is, and again, this is one of the reasons why I joined, is that if you or I invest our pension fund or our ISAs in a sustainable way, that can have 27 times the impact of reducing our carbon footprint than if we fly less, eat less red meat, cycle more. So when you invest your money, you can make that money a real force for good. And the magic of St James's Place is a bit like compounding. So you take all of your clients' money and you aggregate it together, and we have over £100 billion. And that gives us real scale and influence, whether it's with BlackRock or any one of our other 39 fund managers around the world. They have an aggregate amount of money that they manage of about £8 trillion. And they invest across £60 trillion worth of companies and properties and bonds across the world. So we can help someone investing their money in Bristol, aggregate it up into St James's Place, influence the largest fund managers in the world, and really make that money a force for good. And it's pretty simple, really, because wealth and prosperity is only worth something in a world worth living in. In 2050, I'll be 72, my daughters will be 36 and 33, and if we've trashed the planet, there's no point in having £1 million. So we better get it right.
In addition to the global impact we and our partners can make for a world worth living in, Integritas have always been proud of the work we carry out within the local community in Jersey. From day one, we have raised funds for local charities through our Charity of the Year, and in 2020 we elected Brightly Jersey, formerly Brigidon, to work with. Brightly has also had to cancel several events this year due to the current situation, leaving a hole in their budget we are trying to help them fill. Wendy Nierak, fundraiser at Brightly, was recently interviewed on BBC Channel Islands, outlining some of the work they carry out and the problems they currently face.
It proves that someone's actually there and actually cares about you, and it just makes me feel a little bit better.
Joe is a care leaver. Local charity Brightly helped him gain qualifications, a job and a flat, and he's proudly self-sufficient, or at least he was until recent events. Now they're helping him again.
With me getting little and less work, I'm getting less money, so basically most of my money and wage has to go on my rent and other things like that. And because, you know, leaving care, we don't have as much support as everyone else, like they have their family to help them, whereas we sort of don't.
It's a tough time for charities. Many are in crisis. They say never have donations meant so much.
I know a lot of people are in the same boat, but these young people are really struggling, and a lot of them don't have the support of a loving family. Some of them have lost their jobs and they're struggling to meet their basic needs. So we're offering them vouchers to buy things like food for the cupboards, electricity, maybe top up their phone so they can keep in contact with the outside world.
Joe has been able to keep working on and off, and so he's turned down some of Brightly's help because other care leavers need it more.
Thank you so much, Brightly, for helping me through with everything, with my food, my shopping and things like that, because no, it's definitely a pick-me-up sort of thing, and it's nice to know that actually someone wants to help me.
At a time when so many of us rely on family for support, Brightly is ensuring that young people on their own know that they've got somewhere to turn.
To find out more about Brightly and how you can help, visit www.brightly.je. In addition to supporting charities, we have always been involved and provided support to local sport through our sponsorship of First Tower Football Club, player sponsorship of Carl Hatherell of Jersey Reds, whose try we are watching earned him the Championship Try of the Week earlier this season, Integritas Hockey Team and Integritas Cricket Club, both encouraging grassroots sport and participation. If there is a cause that is important to you, that you feel we could help with, please do not hesitate to get in touch, and we will always try to help where we can. Just ask. Before leaving you, we just want to give you a flavour of our working environment over the last 3 months. We've been carrying out at least daily internal meetings via Teams, and we've been holding client meetings through Teams, Zoom, Skype and FaceTime, providing our services in the most convenient way to our clients. We've been sending out weekly communications to include relevant information in a digestible format, and we have added to our delivery of content and information using LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Instagram to be relevant and accessible to all our partners. We have been able to adapt to change very quickly, and the necessity of the situation has seen an accelerated improvement in some activities, such as client onboarding, through online questionnaires, client portals, and using e-signature services where possible. The pace of change has never been this fast, and yet will never be this slow again. Integritas Wealth Partners is all about our long-term relationships with all our partners. Thank you for watching, and we're disappointed to not be seeing you in person, but we will meet again, and we hope to see you in person as soon as we are able to.